Hi, it's Dave Fratello with MB Confidential and Edge Real Estate, here to give you a brief update on the state of the Manhattan Beach real estate market. Now, if you were here through the month of July, you know it was really kind of a mild month, never really got that hot, kind of a lot of overcast days. In real estate, it was hot. Let's look at the numbers. We're going to start out with data from the latest MB market update. And what did we see here? Well, let's look first at the month of July. The month of July, new escrows, this is sales activity, new purchase contracts, was higher this year than in any of the prior 7 years. 51 new sales, new escrows opened up in the month of July, much higher than last year's 32 and above the average that seems to hover around 40. So there was more sales activity this month, but that was also true in June. 55 new escrows in June, eclipsing 2018's data, and once again, quite a bit higher than last year and above all the other years. So combine those two record months and we have a record June and July. The summer months would typically be pretty calm. Not completely dead, but not as busy as the springtime. But we took another look. Look at this 106. I looked at the period of time that is usually busiest, March and April. Went back for the same period of time to 2013. 106 deals in 2 months is more than we've seen in March and April combined for any of these last 8 years. So we have not just a historically busy summer, but historically busy 2 months period as all of this pent-up demand is getting worked out. Now let's look back at some data from earlier in July. Toward the end of the month, we took a look at the inventory and the price ranges because it's really interesting how this breaks down. When you look at what's actually for sale, almost everything on the market is above the Manhattan Beach median price of $2.5 million. Just take these 3 slices here, 22% over 5 million, 27% 3.5 to 5, 24% 2.5 to 3.5. That's basically 3/4 of the market right there, priced above 2.5, and half of it priced over 3.5. However, that's not where the pending sales were. Pending sales broke down a little bit differently. About 25%, a quarter instead of a half, properties in escrow were 3.5 and above. And then you have about 2/3 of the escrows in the 1.5 to 3.5 range. And in a given year, you're going to see most of the closings are not at that higher end, sold by price so far. Now this looks like a market where the median price is about 2.5 because we have 50% of the sales at 2.5 and below. But there is still something interesting going on in Manhattan Beach right now. Year to date, the number of sales closing over 3.5 is much higher than it's been in prior years. We have seen that number started to plateau around 20% of the market the last 3 years. Now we're at 28%. That's only partial data. It's not a usual year. There's a lot of funny things going on, but it's interesting to see that the 3.5 and higher price range is healthier in this first part of the year than the other ranges. There's more activity up there. Okay, so one final comment here. We're going to go back to inventory. We had 133 active listings on July 31st. That is the highest number of listings we've had in these last 8 years during this cycle on July 31st. Last year, it was 132. Before that, most of the year is quite a bit below. Now, it's kind of an interesting puzzle, isn't it? Here we are in a market where we have basically historic levels of new contracts being written, but we also have high inventory. So which is it? Do we have a high absorption market or do we have a high inventory market? And the answer is it's both. It's both. Weird things are happening here with the data. Nothing's exactly normal. The market is trying to work itself out. We have a lot of sellers seeing that this is a good market to come out into. We have buyers who are doing their job, but buyers also have a lot of choices. And so, it's funny, it's hard to put my finger on. I'm a data person. It seems like some listings aren't selling as fast as they should. Other things are going quickly and going in bidding wars. What can you say? We're in the middle of a different kind of market. We've never really been through anything like this before. Seasonality is out the window. Normally, we would say everybody's on vacation in the summertime, nothing's going to happen, hold your listing back. Instead, it's a time when lots of sellers are saying, this looks like my best opportunity, I'm getting out there. And the buyers are there. Mortgage money is still flowing, rates are super low. The economy, we'll see. It's an active market. It's keeping us busy every day, working with buyers and sellers, as well as analyzing here for MB Confidential on the blog. If you're thinking about getting into the market and need some advice, please give us a call. And we'll see you on the next report. Take care.